Well, good morning, or nearly good afternoon. You find me in Hamsterley Forest today. We're going for a bit of a walk. I've had a couple of days on the bike, so I think I need a bit of a rest from that, so just going to exercise different muscles now. It's about a 4.5 mile wander that we're going to do, so we'll see how it goes. Let's have a look at a map down here, I think, in a second. Right, so this is the Three Becks walk, I think it is. About 4.5 miles. So see what we can see. Bit busy today, being Sunday, but we'll catch what we can with this, and obviously don't get people on the video that don't want to be on it. Bit difficult to do much recording here at the moment. A bit close to the visitor centre, so there's a lot of folk around. But yeah, looks like a nice day for it. Not too warm, but dry. Lovely place to walk as well. A few undulations, no doubt, but yeah, looking like being a nice little wander. I've got a spot of lunch, so I suppose I'll do an hour and then break for that. There's lots of little areas for the kids to play around here as well. Sort of little crossing points. So yeah, various bits of the trail. There's the Gruffalo Trail is along here as well, which we'll see in a second or so. I'll say it's nice to have a bit of a cool breeze after the a bit of a heat wave that we've had recently. But yeah, even though it's a Sunday and it's busy, once you get away from the visitor centre, it's pretty quiet. Yeah, there's various things for the kids to play on. And there he is. And there's the Gruffalo, baby Gruffalo possibly, I don't know. Right, I'll come back to you shortly. Oh, I said there were undulations. Forget undulations, it's a bloody big hill. Whose idea was this? There you go. A well-being trail. Reconnecting with nature sounds like a good idea to me. Yep, the Three Becks walk. And it doesn't go along there, nope. It goes up there. Don't think the camera does it justice, but off we go. Of course, I forgot to bring my walking poles today, which if you're doing this particular walk, it might be handy. Not so much going up the hills, but certainly coming down. Help your knees out a bit. Ooh. Alright, well, I can just about see the top of the hill. Gets the pulse racing a bit. But yeah, looking back down over, it's a decent little climb. Thankfully though, quite cool with the trees. Again, quite well signposted. There we go. So we're going right. Alright. Still a bit of a slope, but levelling out a bit. Obviously, got to watch for mountain bikes around here. Yeah, almost having to squint a bit now, come out of the trees. The thing is though, if you stop and listen, there's nothing, not a sound. And I say it's a Sunday at the start of the school holidays, so fairly busy, but you've still got a lot of places to yourself. Well, it's levelled out a little bit anyway. I think we're going to be crossing one of the access roads to the forest here. Grove Road, I think it is. If I remember rightly, this is one that I've cycled up to get out of the forest. It's a bit of a drag even with the e-bike, but as I say, if you're going to go down into the forest, you've got to come back up out of it. Alright, so again, I've got the signs there giving us directions. A sign on the other side of the road there. Yeah, as I say, this is one of the access roads, so yep, not busy, but still got to make sure that it's clear. And climbing back up further out of the forest. So I think that's the first mile done. It's about a quarter of the way around. We'll do the same again. And then I'll find somewhere, I think, to sit and have lunch. So we'll come back to you then. Alright. Well, we're about 1.2 miles into it, I think, something like that. Still going steadily uphill. I'm saying steadily. That's a bit more of a hill. But we're getting well out of the forest now. which inevitably means that we're going to be dropping back down before too long. Start to get the better views when you get up to the top here. Oh, bring you back there. Yeah, starting to get the views now. That's looking up towards Weardale. Nice bit of blue sky, but a few clouds as well, which is nice. Keeping the temperature down a little bit. Alright. Again, pretty well signed this, and we have a direction arrow, 3 Becks walk down that way, and I'm sort of heading down there, but there's a nice little bench here, so I think I might have 5 minutes. Right, that's time for a flapjack it was, so that's my energy replenished after fashion, and I'm just sitting here admiring this view for a bit. There we go. That's the view from where I'm at now. Glorious day, nobody around. What more could you want? Alright, I'll crack on going downhill now. Get back to you shortly. Alright, a little bit of a narrower track coming down here. Looks like this is the latest plantation, I think. Yeah, you can see where they've had a few chopped down. And replanting, at the end of the day, it is a commercial forest, and if they didn't make money out of it, we wouldn't be able to use it, so it's something we've got to remember. It's nice to become a member of the Forest England as well. I think I'm paying about £8 a month, I think, something like that. Which gives you various benefits, one of them being free parking at all the forest car parks, which is quite a good deal, because well, this one, for example, if you were here all day, it's £9 for the day, so you've only got to come once a month and get your money back, so well worth looking at. Right, so there we go, plenty of signage again, so we're going left, and I think we end up going down onto that road further down there, which we'll see. I think that's Grove Road that we passed earlier on, but anyway, off we go. I haven't done this walk before, but I looked at it on the map. The trouble is the map doesn't give you the gradient, and let's say we did a bit of climbing earlier on. We're now heading back down towards the Forest Drive, and then the other side goes up on the north side of the Forest Drive. We're on the south side at the moment, so no doubt we'll be going uphill again. But hey, that's what it's all about. Enjoy the walk. Oh, still heading slightly uphill. Somebody jogging coming down. This sort of thing. Yeah. So yeah. Could have maybe fancied doing mountain biking 30 years ago. But this sort of thing, and I mean, those trees don't move very much. Yeah, so we'll just carry on out a little bit at a leisurely pace, pensioner's pace, eh? Now, I'm by no means an expert on birds, but I'm looking here up this tree. I could be mistaken, but I believe that is probably a nest of some sort. And looking at the size of it, that's got to be a bloody big bird. Yep. Very impressive construction, that. Yeah, it definitely didn't grow like that, and it didn't get there by accident. So, yep. It's an impressive construction, definitely. Right. Carry on up the trail here. And then I think we're turning right and going down shortly. I probably can't pick it out on the camera yet, but there is an arrow pointing down to the right. So heading downhill. And this is where you wish you brought your walking stick or poles. Right, so I've got two choices here. I'll keep the camera running and do some hilarious video where I go on my backside, or I'll switch it off and look sensible. Yeah, I think I'll go for the look sensible bit. Catch you in a minute. Right. Well, I'm pleased to report I haven't been on my backside yet, so that's looking good. Could certainly do with a stick or walking pole coming down here, especially with my old knees. The annoying bit is I remembered to put the pole, or the walking stick rather, in the car this morning. I just forgot to take it out of the car when I got here. So yeah, it's an age thing, I suppose. And yeah, definitely, I think I mentioned before, anybody coming walking in this sort of area, I would recommend a good pair of walking boots or walking shoes with a decent tread on them. Definitely not trainers. There we go. Get the settings right on the camera. So yeah, definitely well signposted. I would imagine when it's wet this might become a bit slippy. There's a lot of debris sort of dropped off the trees, needles and what have you, and yeah, mix it with a bit of water, I can see it'll be a bit sketchy. But we've got the road further down, which I think is the one that we passed, or the one that we crossed earlier on, Grove Road. So it takes us back down towards the bottom of the forest into Forest Drive. Right, so that's where we've come from, behind us there, down that one, and we're carrying on, sort of straight back down again. I think there's your direction board. bet that made a bit of a sound when it came down. I think that's the thing with a lot of these trees, the roots are very shallow. So yeah. Right, and another signboard. We'll keep them going left down here. Well, nearly 2.5 miles in, so I think I'm going to be looking for somewhere for lunch. I think, oh, we got some steps. I don't know if I prefer the steps or the slope, and obviously this is quite a big slope. I'll come back in a minute. Well, guess what? We're going uphill again. So we're on the north side of the forest drive now. And heading up. Still looking for a bench for lunch. Because we're coming up towards 3 miles. I'll find somewhere shortly. Well, worth the climb for the view, maybe. That's the climb. We're nearly there, I think. Yep. There we go. There's your view. Pretty good. And even better if you happen to have a house up here. A lovely property, and that's your view out the window. Very nice. Well, I've got a choice here. The arrow says go left, which it doesn't look too bad. Or I could just go straight along. But first, I think it's the seat and a lunch with a view. Right, that was lunch, that was. A nice bottle of Y Foods banana. Not sponsoring them, but I suppose if they want me to mention them a bit more, just send me some bottles. So right, I'm going to go the way the track suggests, and then I'll get it all done. It's just another little bit of uphill, so why not? Here we go. So we're going up there. It actually brings us back down onto this one, but it means we're doing the full signposted route anyway, so here we go. Another uphill bit. Again, I'll bring you back at the top. Yep. Grandad kept a garden. Bill Luke Edwards, 31 to 2019. Yep. Should have stopped here for lunch. Well, it does go downhill. It's challenging underfoot, shall we say. So probably about the last half mile or so to go now. Looking out for any mountain bikes coming careering down here. Yeah, if I was 30 or 40 years younger, I think I might have been tempted to go for a mountain bike. But trouble is, at our age, we don't bounce very well. Ah, that looks lovely down there, doesn't it? Almost dry down there. A little bit. Yeah, we haven't had much rain at all recently, so yeah, everywhere's quite dry. Alright, last little bit. I think I might be calling it a cafe and having a well-earned cup of coffee before I go back to the car. I'll catch you later. Alright, we're back at the Forest Drive, I think now. Yep. Yeah, so back on the tarmac, Forest Drive. I'm not that far off the cafe now. Well, that was a lovely walk, if a bit challenging in places. But yeah, I'll see you when I get back to the car and we'll wrap it up then. Well guys, that was a nice little walk. It's advertised as 4.5 miles. I think it was nearer 5.5 by the time I got back. I don't think I took the wrong turning. Very nice walk, quite challenging in places, but yeah, certainly doable. It did get a bit warm on the way back, unfortunately. But yeah, sat in the car now with the aircon on, thank goodness. Alright, so that is another video done. We are a young channel, so hopefully you can decide to like, hopefully, and possibly subscribe, and any comments would be great. So yep, I'll see you on the next one. Probably going to be cycling, I think. I think I'm heading down towards Firely on the bike at the end of the week, so we'll see you on that one. Cheers now, bye.